Hello everybody, my name is Ostentatious24 and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. The first game! So last time we had the finale, watching the after party or something. That was really silly and really exhausting on my throat, to say the least. Chapter jumps, day 9-2. 15-2? 15-3. Interesting. I don't know if I need to explore those. I don't think I need to. But anyways, yes. Well, that was the finale of the main story. This is, I guess, the bonus episode. Ooh. Where we explore the... Is it loud enough? I don't know if it's loud enough. It doesn't seem loud enough. Where we explore the spooky section. The tips and things. Now, from what I've read, these seem to be... We read 2 of them, but I don't remember what episodes they were. So either I don't know. I didn't want to reread some because of that, but I think I'm gonna read through all of them just because I can't remember, and I'd have to go back and watch every single episode to see which ones I did. I think this one, seems familiar, and then one of the newspapers. That one I remember what kind of name is Reina, but I don't remember what episode they were in. So going forward, especially if the rest of these games have this thing going on. Yeah, there. Okay. I thought I saw somewhere that these are kind of spoilery things that happen throughout the game. They key you in on things that will happen going forward. But I think it's best that I don't do that. I think for, well, my sake, since I've never played through these games before, and in case some of you haven't played through them before. I mean, I as I said previously, I've seen the anime, the first one. I think there's several now at this point. But, anyways... Well, that was years ago, and I don't remember what happened to it. And there's obviously going to be differences between the original, the game, and then the anime, which is a adaptation, right? Not all anime is one-to-one going to be the same as their manga, visual novel, or other sources. So, yeah, but anyways, I forgot what my point for that was. I think the point was that at the same time while these are tipping you off to what happens in this game, to keep things on the down low so that we do get surprised, especially if you haven't played it, or like me, I haven't played through the game, or if you don't remember what happens in the anime like I, again, don't remember, then it'll create a good first-time experience of, oh, what the hell is happening right here, right now, you know? It'll create a unique experience, and I like, that's why I try to avoid spoilers in the thumbnails, in videos, whether they're mine or other people's. I try to avoid spoilers as much as possible, because when you experience something for the first time, it just impacts you that much more, and that thrill, that drive, that oh my god factor is just, oh, it's exhilarating. And then it gets toned down sometimes vastly, especially in mystery scenarios. Like, I still have no idea what's in Breath of the Wild, Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I refuse to look at anything related to it. I've gotten a couple spoilers here and there by accident, because some YouTuber I watch maybe has a meme here or there, or another one accidentally drops a little tidbit or something. I avoid videos on them particularly altogether. For 5 years, I avoided everything related to Breath of the Wild until I finally got around to playing it. And I actually managed to do that. I got nothing spoiled on that. Unlike Breath of the Wild, where I've gotten a couple things here and there. And it just makes that impact when you experience something for the first time that much more impactful and awesome, and things, or scary, or heartbreaking, sad, boo-hoo, tears all over the place, right? It's just that much more impactful. So, point of that being, if there are tips in future games, in book chapter 2 or whatever they're called, book 3, 4, I think there's 7 games if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna avoid tips altogether unless you want me to read through them, and unless they happen to have an impact in the story, which is why I asked before in previous episodes, do these impact the story? Do choices matter? Is it gonna define what ending I come to, right? That kind of visual novel? It appears it did not. At least in this one. But if they do in future games, let me know, I guess. And then I will either read through the tips if that is the case, if it is crucial to determining a route we take. Otherwise, I'm going to save it for all the tips for a bonus episode, an after episode. For those that don't know, when I say a bonus episodes in videos, in the titles, they're just little extras, whether it's a fun little extra reading the stuff we missed out on, or maybe I'm getting an achievement or something. It's extracurricular stuff, I guess you could say. Especially in the school-like setting. So, that's my plan going forward with the rest of these. Chapter 2, unless people want to see it sooner, I'm probably going to pick up in October, the spooky month, the Halloween-y times, right? Just like I started this one back in October 2024. I almost said 21 for some reason. Why? Why was I thinking 21? That was weird. Anyways, so yeah, 2025 I'm probably going to start Chapter 2, unless people want to see it sooner. And again, we'll probably save the tips for a special little bonus episode after we finish that campaign. That's how I'm going to structure all the tips in the future games and episodes and stuff, so hopefully people understand that. Hopefully I didn't talk too much. Hopefully I got my point across. That's why I tend to talk too much. I don't know if I get my point across, and then I end up repeating myself, and it just it escalates, de-escalates, and it just goes all over the escalating place. So, with that said, we shouldn't waste any more time and begin, I guess. And also also, that's probably why I'm going to handle it afterwards, so then I'm not repeating myself, because I think I am going to repeat some of these. I'll skim through the ones we've already read, right? So if we've already read it, then I'll just kind of skim through it. I won't go into the voices like I've done in the previous things. I won't do voice acting and such. Add a little flavor to it, because we've already done it, but that's another reason why I'd like to save the tips episode, reading the tips for after the main campaign, is just so that it's all in one video, and it's, if people want to see and hear and read them all for themselves, then there's one definitive video dedicated to that. So, with all that out of the way, sorry for wasting time, and let's begin! We're a mixed grade! Which we already do, but they said that in the main game, so I don't remember if I read through this one or not. So, Reina, we're the same age. Yeah, figured that was the case.
Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal, too.
That's weird. Well, that's a weird... Hey, now, it would be weird if we were the same age, but not the same zodiac animal. Okay, I think they mean the Chinese zodiac. I was like, that's a weird coinkydink. They were born roughly within a month of each other. let's see. Is America the West? No. Yes. Yes, America's in the West. And then so is Europe and Greece, all that. The Western Zodiac is based off of the Greek Zodiac. Leo is end of July, most of August, and then it goes into Virgo, I believe, is next, which is end of August, most of September. I couldn't remember the month after August for some reason. Okay. And then it goes into Libra towards the end, and then it goes in Libra goes into October, and I think Scorpio's next. And there's Taurus in April, May, or is it March, April? I can't remember. Capricorn, Sagittarius is December, November. Gemini might be May, June. Gemini is the twins. Pisces are the two fish. Capricorn is the ram, sea goat. Aries is the ram. I forgot when Aries was. Oh. Yeah, there's 12 of those, and then are there 12 of the Chinese zodiac? Which is probably what they're referencing here. There's Year of the Dragon, which was 2000. So all those people are cool people. Unfortunately, I was before. Years before the dragon. Rat. I don't remember the order for how these go either, except that they last all year round rather than every month-ish. And I don't remember if there's 12. There's tiger, there's ox, horse. For the longest time, people thought the fire starters in Pokemon were based off of the Chinese zodiac, and they kind of follow that pattern, but then the latest game, Scarlet and Violet, kind of debunked it, with Skeleturge being a crocodile. There's no crocodile in the zodiac, although it has a bird. But I think the only bird is a chicken, which was what started the theory with Torchic, and then Infernape. There is a monkey, there's a boar, dog, tiger, dragon, pig, or no, is it boar or pig? I think it's pig, not boar. My apologies on that. Don't think there's a cat. There is a dog. Which I already said. I already said dog. Dang it. Ah! Mouse. There's a mouse. I'm using the actual fire starters to remember. Let's see. Charmander, Cyndaquil. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm actually doing that to help remember them. Oh my god. Rabbit. Snake. I think that's all of them now. Sorry if I missed one. I'm wasting time. Sorry for that. Okay, anyways, yeah, let's not waste any more time. Terribly sorry. I was mostly talking to myself right there, trying to figure out in my own brain, and the numbers flying across the screen. Trying to calculate in my brain, trying to deduce things.
That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even if you're the same age.
What do you mean? Wait, is she referencing the...
Huh? Oh, I see. Meow, you're pretty smart. Ah! What month were you born, by the way, Kaiji-kun?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't read this one.
I'm July.
God, I don't remember what comes before Leo. She could be a Leo, or she could be something else. Rhea smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month.
Huh? Why?
Your parent gets suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I am certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. I also shouldn't waste too much time because these might take a long time. Terribly sorry about that. I just got lost in my own brain thought there. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun I can't help myself.
So that means you were born in April, Kai-chan.
Right on! Too bad, Reina. I'm already far older than Reina.
Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as me, Chan. Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough.
Mion snickered through her nose. What? How do you snicker through your nose? I guess. I don't know. Hey, now that's not something to get all high and mighty about. If I'm one to talk. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion?
If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on. Me-chan, you're not making any sense to me.
Just by seeing Reina's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Satoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they?
Kaiji-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think.
You're not making any sense yourself, Reina! I'll just grab under her head and scruff it up a bit.
Oh, stop it!
Was that it? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, never mind. I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why this school has different school years all mixed up.
There aren't enough classrooms, can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry services after all.
She says it like that, it makes sense. I still wouldn't explain it. Outside of, I guess, that you just don't have enough students to fill up said classrooms, even if you had enough classrooms. I thought our school was strange for a while now. Schoolyard is gravel. There are rooms that aren't for classes, and there are some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Hold on a second. Pause. Crap, it's already been 17 minutes. Ah! I might have to split these up. Because I was wasting too much time like an idiot! Okay, I was just making sure the mic was working and all that. Terribly sorry about that pause. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school?
There's one here forever from before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down.
Probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far, you know.
What school would that be? Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okonomiya train station? Turn at the hospital and head towards the pediatrics department. What? So far.
I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Reina's reaction.
Well, that's why the guys that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending this pseudo-schoolhouse here. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. That's not true, Mi-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. I totally agree with Ray.
Wait. Yeah, that's right. I totally agree with Reina on this one. It was repeating, so I thought I was doing that correctly, but then because she likes to repeat herself, I thought it was her.
Yes, that's right.
See?
Let's try our best. All of you, try your best. This old man will be rooting for you.
Not just us, you too! You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Your future's bleak with grades like this.
Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just smooch off Kai-chan as he works forever. What do you mean by work forever? What do you mean?
I think I had a female voice for the teacher.
Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study.
The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Stoka saw it and chortled haughtily. Stuck out my tongue at her in response. It's just as Mion says. The school has nothing to do with her, with higher education, but it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. Okay. Yeah, this might get a little too long, so I might have to split up at least in 2 videos. I'll probably make this 1 video, and then this 2 videos, and then this one a 3rd. Or if I can keep it short enough, these 2 pages will be the 2nd video. Or maybe I should do 6, 2, 4. That'd still be uneven. Okay, so 8, 16, 20. There's no way to split that up into 3. Okay then. Let's just roll into it. Although, to be fair, like I said, I have read a couple of them already. This one, I'm pretty sure we did. It's only June, but it's already so hot. You can hear the Higurashi outside chirping. Me. Tonight there are mosquitoes. It might as well be summer already. My only salvation was the mornings were still cool.
Summer like you declare.
Stoko's flapping her skirt. What the fuck? Her skirt languidly. Wow, that was a Freudian slip. Why, tongue, why, brain, what? I don't know why I said that. That's pretty unladylike there. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh no. What the fuck? Do some tongue exercises. What the hell? I did not mean to say that. Oh my god. It's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a lowbrow, she still was a girl.
Katie does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous.
Now I see things the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand. Wearing jeans during this season, how steamy the crotch gets.
Yeah, it gets steamy.
This girl's got imagining something indecent. Reina's summer clothes have a nice refreshing color. Feel cooler just looking at them.
Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as nice.
But Satoko-chan, your summer clothes are so cute, being a one piece and all. Wait, I think that's Reina.
I'd like to wear your summer clothes. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I can't believe what you're wearing to feel much cooler. It'll be so much more fun with a cute clothes towel.
The feeling that Reina and Satoko's base values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform.
Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine.
There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same.
That's a silly school uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them.
Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere?
Why yes, Mion-san supplied them. Mi-chan's relatives runs a second-hand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say.
So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then? That Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. If that it's a second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country. It's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about?
Yeah, I think so too. They all have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones.
Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. Probably have Mion pitch in and help so they can make a bit more.
But Mion says it'll be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction.
Second-hand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit. I don't get it. Thrift stores. I've never really had that problem. I mean, I guess my crotch has gotten sweaty. My lower body's really fine about keeping cool. My upper body's like a frickin' volcano, though. Feels like I'm frickin' Godzilla, just generating nuclear heat 24/7. I get so hot, and it all radiates from my back, especially. I've noticed in recent years. I'm like, oh, well, that kind of explains it, I guess. God, ugh, can't stand it. But at the same time, I hate exposing my body. Ugh, I have to wear long sleeve stuff because I feel uncomfortable otherwise. As weird as that sounds, especially being a guy, but it's true. Even when I go swimming, I have to wear a shirt because otherwise I feel uncomfortable. The My Borrow Manor! That one was a pretty good time.
So, Kaiten, you're not stinking rich? What is this all of a sudden?
Wait, what is this all of a sudden? Did I come to school in a limo? Recently? Limo before, okay. I read it and then I didn't say it and then I forgot what it was in just that split second.
How much do you get for a monthly allowance?
About $10. About $3.50. South Park. Is a damn luckless monster. That's a
rather plebeian amount.
That was about my allowance. I would do chores and stuff. Although, yeah, I had to do chores for my allowance. Do you have to do chores, vacuuming? I did everything around the house. I took out the garbage. I mowed the lawn. If I wasn't mowing the lawn, then it was either too hot, or in the fall, then I'm mowing or raking leaves. Both, yes. I should have said, because yeah, I would mow them after they got raked up. And I would have to rake them up, too. My brothers were told to help, but no, they would go and play. And then they jump in the piles, and then I have to rake them all up again. And then, yeah, I'd have to go mow them immediately afterwards, or the next day, hope that wind or something didn't carry them off. Ugh. I had to do all the shoveling. Dusting, cleaning the bathroom. Dishes. I started out just unloading, and then when I got into high school, I had to load them too. I was a regular Cinderella. The evil step. Other. Ugh. I won't get into that. That was at my mom's house. At my dad's house, I didn't really have to do much. Whenever I would visit him on 3-day weekends. Anyways, sorry for that. Yeah, okay. Oh, Reina, you're here now. Or not Reina. Why do I always forget your name? The cute one with the purple hair. Try to remember voice.
His lunch is made up of normal stuff. He isn't rich.
What are they talking about? To be asked out of nowhere how much I get and then told that's a plebeian amount.
Sorry.
You seem to pick up on my dubious expression and start giggling.
Kai-chan, your house, it's pretty big, yeah? So the architecture has people all around Hinamizawa calling it the Maibara Manor, and it sorta stands out.
My sinuses. Maibara Manor? I like it. It's got alliteration. I love alliteration. I adore alliteration! Ha-ha!
Since the house is so big, everybody's gossiping, wondering exactly how rich you are.
I see. No, I get it. Well, the frame of it is huge. See how it could cause some misunderstandings.
From my deduction, I read they spent too much money on building the house, and that is why they're now broke. Being broke? How very, very unfortunate.
Rika-chan took pity on me as she patted my head. Yes, Rika! Right. You go from being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we aren't millionaires or poor. We're the image of a normal, average household.
You can't...
Dang it! Ah! Why does it always start up now of all times?
You can't call it normal with that huge house. The entranceway is all grand and the gate is large enough for a large truck to get through. That's not normal at all.
They do say the bigger your house, the more prosperous you are. The reason the house is so big is because Dad's studio's in it too. There are a bunch of different workshops and lots of his works are hung up in different places. All of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. He planned it out so people in the cars could come in to see the gallery he opens up in the house someday. By the way, the entranceway Mion is talking about is the one for the studio. It is normally sealed off. The entranceway the Maibara family actually uses is a very plain and simple one. The interior is much different from how it looks on the outside. It still doesn't mean you didn't put a lot of money into building said rooms.
I'd really like a chance to explore Kai-chan's house. Claiming not to be rich but having a home like that. What could be hidden there? Maybe there's something cute in how... He probably had no money to purchase furniture, so it's filled with sparring rooms.
What? Sparring rooms?
If there are carpeted rooms, I would love to try rolling around on the floor.
What? I don't know who's saying this.
Wow, that'd be great. That's so great. I want to roll around too.
Seems like their imaginations were just piling on. Well, sometime in the near future, it wouldn't be too bad to invite them all to my house. Dad is a sucker for the ladies, so he might even let them look around his studio. The cry of the Higurashi crescendoed as the sky towered over everything. I can say crescendo, but I can't say skirt. What is wrong with me? It was hot, but the air was clear. Speak of the devil! And he trips my tongue! Smelled like the beginning of summer! That was fair, though. It's a little closer than skirt versus squirt. What the hell? That was weird. The Damn Sight Murder Dismemberment Newspaper Edition. These I don't have to use voices for, which will be neat. I can use my newscaster voice. From June XX 1979 edition, the Shishibone City Okinamiya Police Station, June late at night. Suspects were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender has been added to a wanting list nationwide. According to our sources, the 6 suspects were at the Hinamazawa Dam construction site workroom on the at 9 p.m., where they are suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site officer as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. On the at 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. Z. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was covered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is purported to be... I almost said perpetrated. A drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies. The investigation is ongoing. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think most of these are going to be in that kind of voice. Next one. Yeah, I'm probably not going to remember. I probably read that one, but I'm not going to remember those. Which one I read and didn't read. Yeah, I don't remember. Probably because there's no facial interaction with it. If I had to... Oh, excuse me, if I had to guess. October 1979. In accordance with the Prime Minister's bulletin numbers, Hinamizawa's electrical development master plan was announced. The vast scope of the project at the Hinamizawa Dam will have an incredibly heavy impact on the village of Hinamizawa. The flooded area caused by the Hinamizawa Dam would include the 5 areas of Hinamizawa: Takatsudo, Kyotsu, Matsumoto, and Yagochi. The submerged area included 291 houses, population 1,251, 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, and 1 post office, 1 agricultural cooperative, 1 forestry department lumber yard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and 1 fishery. The fish were fine afterwards. They just swam off into currents. Anyways, all of these communal, cultural, agricultural areas and places of worship will be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. I just recently watched... I was just in the mood for cheesy horror movies. A few days ago, I watched one where this couple went to France, and I don't remember what it was called. It was something simple. But they explored a haunted house that was in the middle of a French lake. And then spooky stuff happens with underwater ghosts and stuff. And there was demonic ritual things, maybe, or something. Because there was a pentagram in one of the rooms. I don't remember. It was really weird and cheesy. And stupid. And then I won't spoil what happens, but... if you're in the mood for a cheesy something or other, maybe I'll post in the description what the name of the movie was if I can find it. Forsaking the hundreds of years our ancestors poured their blood and sweat into this fertile, resource-rich land is just too painful to bear. Yeah, because it wasn't a good movie. But if you're in the mood for a cheesy horror movie, then it'll itch that whatever. Like, by no means was it a good horror movie, but it was still fun to watch. All the residents having homes that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onigafuki Defense Alliance. The dam project was halted and petitions to alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations, but the government and its puppet companies openly refused. Performing unspeakable heinous acts, they quashed the democratic actions of the villagers. But the villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and steeled their resolve to protect their homes to the death. The continuation of the frightening Hinamizawa Dam construction project is still stalled as of today. Does that sound better? I put my fist in front of my mouth. I don't know if that sounds more staticky or not. The villagers understand that the stalling was caused by sublime power through unity. I almost read eternity. And they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet been fully withdrawn. The Onigafuki Defense Alliance has been dissolved after it did its part, but the feeling of unity it garnered have not yet been extinguished. As long as that passion resides in the hearts of the residents, they'll be able to confront whomever next decides to sink their homes into a lake basin. Onigafuki Defense Alliance Commitment Chairman Kichiro Komiyoshi. This one. That one? I think I read that one because it had a girl in a bikini on the front. Oh. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do. I was Something popped off in my head, but I can't remember what it was. If it was from a cartoon or something.
Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder dismemberment. In next month of the X day in prefecture at the Hinamizawa Dam construction worksite in Shishibone City. A bone-chilling, gruesome murder dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago, the police will give no details on the case. Exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam. They probably didn't mean to kill him at first. But as the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return and quickly escalated a homicide. So said the aforementioned investigator. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody thought was alive. Zzz-san had tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. At first it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by their deed. Then one evening turned himself into the police. It was the de facto leader of this group, who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body with 6 people. They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area. But the de facto leader feared that the consciences, yes, of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden, and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him into the police. He devised the heinous methods of splitting up the body among them and making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. Zzz had turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each one participated. But what does this mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. Zzz had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece for themselves. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound, was that what it meant? Thus an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. The perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but threatened them, saying nothing would change if someone else ended up dead. And he gave up in his objections. But Zz's plan collapsed in the span of one night. Zzz, who had refused to dissect the corpse up until last month, had broken down into tears at the hospital where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle and confessed. The criminals were arrested one after the other, but the de facto leaders' whereabouts are still unknown. Though so, the right arm hidden by Zzz has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? It appears that Zzz has said he was going to throw the body right arm into the marsh. Zz's car was discovered abandoned near the marsh, but there were no clues to his whereabouts. Zzz didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had expected his companions to confess to the police and used his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory, since he has no car and one would expect him to have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. Is someone reading these? Is it the police officer? I'm gonna still keep using this voice. But within the station, there were rumors going around that he had accidentally slipped and drowned in the marsh when he went to throw away the body. To the locals, that marsh is believed to be bottomless. It's known as Onigafuki, the ogre's abyss, and it's said that the bottom of the marsh is connected to the hellish world of demons. The atrocious demons from hell, that was... Gzzz. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the marsh? The Zidgen Dragon Bringer, lack and fortune, prosperous future, ladies leaping into your arms, business success, promotions, ambition, Protection from harm! Not just with the pachinko and horse races, but business and even love. Guaranteed or your money back! Zijin Dragon Bracelet DX One Piece. 27,800 yen.
I completely forgot that happened. That was goofy. What kind of name is Reina? Maybe I should read this properly? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, I won't skim.
Reina's not here. Do you know where she is, Kaiichi?
Huh? She was just there, actually. Hey, Mion, where did Reina go?
Reina? Didn't she go to the bathroom? She did say that she'd been having bowel troubles lately.
Hadn't heard anything about that. Satogo, do you know where Reina went?
Reina, you say? I just passed her in the hallway. Reina's class duty today, so she's off to run the flower bed. Ah, it was Reina's turn for class duty. That's very much appreciated.
Reina, Reina, Reina! On hearing it repeated, a thought came to my mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name. But that was a weird name! Like some foreigner's name. What kind of name is Reina, I wonder? What kind of kanji does her name use?
Reina's her nickname. She has a proper name as well.
What? Really? I was sure that Reina Ryugu was her full name.
Really? I don't understand you making that mistake since we only call her Reina, you plebeian.
You bastard, Satogo. She even signs her name as Reina. It's like it's her real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Stuck and Rika-chan looked at each other.
You don't need to ask her, we'll tell you what it is. It's the Rei from Ore and the Na from Nara. Real name is Reina Ryugu.
Reina, is it? So it's read out as Reina instead of Reina. Rena? I don't know. That's a pretty interesting reading. Renee, maybe? That still doesn't. That'd usually have an E instead of an A. Or two E's. No, that's not it. Reina is the correct way. Reina's told us that she wanted.
Reina's told us that she wanted us to call her Reina, so we call her Reina. Kai-chan, Reina's Reina, you know. Only strangers call her Reina.
That doesn't make sense! It's just an I! What's the difference?
You get where this is going.
I understood what Mion was saying. Didn't matter what her real name was, only that names were used between us. Reina Ryugu is Reina. She's nobody other than that. So I was thinking if I had a nickname, would you call me by that?
If it's good, so what do you want to be called?
Conman! Reina then came back into the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Reina people were looking for her.
What's this now? Who's looking for me, I wonder?
Seeing that, both Mion and I sneered. Bailiff Ryugu doth show herself.
Come, man, you're quite sinister. Ha ha ha! Oh, what is this? Kaiichi-kun and Michi are evil bailiffs? A con man?
Damn you, Renosuke Ryugu! Today doth be when thou meetest thy maker. How about thee?
Suki-san, Kaku-san, show them what for.
What? Oh, wait, no, wait. Suke-san, Kaku-san, show them what for.
Aye, sir. I expect my fee to be paid to my Swiss bank account.
It's come to this. We have no choice. We'll just have to have a grand ball with 5 people. What the hell? Reina's fierce punches exploded in the proper timing to take out the seal. Evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished in the end. I do hope that Reina does go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Nagata Chao? My destination is decided. by where the cute stuff gathers. The toll of the bell signaled the break time was over.
Come on, Kaiji-kun, Mi-chan. The teacher's coming.
I took Reina's hand and stood up, just as the teacher had entered the classroom. Just one more hour. Man, oh man, got to buckle down for one more. That was fun and funny. We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. Okay, so this is not us. I wasn't sure. Collecting bazaar goods. I'll just keep my normal voice. We look forward to a well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition, holding a massive collection of excess goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management Makino tell Zzz. Recruiting Little Festival Drum Dancers. The renowned Little Festival Drum Dancers, group known for its careful choreography, the Shofood Society is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management Kimiyoshi tell... That name seems familiar. Zzz. Taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be awarded with a refreshment stand ticket. Management Sonozaki tells... Guessing that means telegram. Crap. Reina Ryugu. Is it Mion or... whose last name is Sonozaki? I can't remember. We are always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festivals at all times. If you have an interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at Zzz. There's a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. Alright. I'm gonna take a break and check the recording time. If it's too long, I'll probably cut it here. Otherwise, I don't think that it would take too long, but I don't want the video to be too long either. Like, I could probably get through all those in decent time. Although, these four might be about as long as these because they have a focus on the characters. Which isn't long, but it's longer than the newspaper ones. Yeah, I'm gonna check the time. Okay, be back in a second. Okay, yeah, it's almost an hour. Okay, we're ending it here. Even if the next episode's only like 5... I doubt it's gonna be 5 minutes. But even if it's like only 5 or 10 minutes long, I'll make all the rest of them in one more, the bonus episode 2. So, and I won't waste more time because I already covered what I already wanted and needed to say at the beginning of this one. So, we'll cut it off here. We got half of them roughly done. Kinda, sorta, ish. But yeah, I especially wanted to cover all that stuff in the beginning just to get what I was trying to, how this is going to be structured for the future of Higurashi overall. And I feel like it needed to be said, but at the same time it did waste a lot of time. I'm sorry about that. But necessary evil, I suppose, and... I forgot my train of thought because I'm an idiot! Alright, so, yeah. I don't know if these are going to air... I was also debating that, if they were going to air the same day or not, or maybe I'll air the second one a couple days later. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways, that'll be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and evening. Until next time, whatever I may do, I hope to see you then. Farewell!